Not all ghosts haunt hallways, some leave behind flowers. Please remember the White House rose garden after this, it will be gone soon. Painter, mother, reformer, advocate, first lady? Ghosts of the White House, please meet Ellen Axon Wilson. Ellen Wilson was born in 1860 in Savannah, Georgia, and she was raised in Rome. No, not that Rome. Rome, Georgia. She was intelligent, graceful, and deeply private. She met her husband, 28th President of the United States, Woodrow Wilson, while they were in college, and they were married in 1885. Ellen was much more than just a first lady. She was a trained watercolor artist, and she kept a studio on the 3rd floor of the White House. This was a personal refuge for her. This is where she kept her easel, her paints, and her solitude. Her design and her vision led her to create the White House Rose Garden as we know it contemporarily today as of July 6, 2025. But she wasn't just a first lady with brushstrokes. She pushed Congress to improve the housing of Black Americans who were living in Washington, D.C.'s alleyways. She went herself, spoke to lawmakers, stood before them, and had a bill passed. Behind all of this determination and the strength, she was diagnosed with, at the time, what was called Bright's disease. It was a chronic kidney condition that caused immense pain, swelling, and weakness, and she was fading. This was incurable. We know at the time that Ellen and her husband, President Woodrow Wilson, slept in the presidential suite of the White House, and this is actually where she died. Although they had brought their own bed from their own home, she fell in love with the Lincoln bed, and therefore that is where she died. We've talked about this before. There have been multiple people who have passed away in this bed at the White House. What you see behind me is the actual room in which the Wilsons slept and in which Ellen died. The room was then called the Blue Mountain Room. Ellen died on August 6, 1914, at the very young age of just 54 years old. Shortly before her passing, she turned to her private physician, Dr. Carrie Grayson, and she said, "Take care of Woodrow."